On March 1st, 2025, just after 7:40 p.m., a crash on State Route 240 in Richland, Washington, took the life of 20-year-old Jhoser Sanchez. His motorcycle collided with an SUV near the entrance to Parkway Village. Paramedics rushed him to Cadillac Regional Medical Center, but he didn't survive. The driver was an off-duty Washington State Trooper. Her name was Trooper Clasen, a 14-year veteran of the Washington State Patrol.
Welcome to Signal 33, your front row seat to real police encounters captured on bodycam.
As officers arrived, body-worn cameras captured everything. When a traffic detective made contact with Clasen, red flags appeared almost immediately. Her speech was slurred, her explanations were unclear, and for a trained officer involved in a deadly collision, that stood out.
Hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
Do you want to talk over here real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm Steve, I'm with the traffic unit, so I know this is probably uncomfortable, but we're just gonna, treat this like as if it was anything else, and we want to figure out what was going on, just in order to rule anything out.
Yeah.
I'm just getting here, so I know you already answered some questions from the other guys, but generally what happened? And
So I went and picked up a Domino's pizza.
Okay.
I was turning left in here. I live right over
Okay.
there on Wild Canyon Way. I saw what I thought was a car with one headlight out.
Okay.
Right just past where the reflective sign is, that white one.
Okay, sure.
And so I was already slowing in the turn lane and saw him there, and I was like, I got enough time.
Okay.
I turned, and as soon as I turned, just felt the boom.
Okay. So as you're turning, you thought he was further away?
No,
Is
he
that
was
right?
definitely past that reflective sign
Okay.
when I saw him.
Okay.
And then I think I just, like I say, I thought it was a car with a headlight out. Didn't
Okay.
realize it was a motorcycle. I didn't
Okay.
realize the rate of speed
Okay.
they were going at.
So did you think he was going pretty quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Because from that reflective sign, it's kind of, I live here, so
Sure.
that's always my general rule. If they're past that sign, then you got
Okay.
plenty of time if you're already
Okay.
slowing to turn in.
Gotcha.
And
So based on making this turn and numerous times
Yeah.
that you know how to judge that distance.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, good to go. Okay. So you're probably aware we're just gonna run this like normal. So I'm just gonna run you through some voluntary field sobriety tests if you're willing to. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do any.
Okay.
The
Okay. Understood.
circumstances, yeah.
What about? Obviously, you just gave me a verbal statement. Are you willing to write down a statement on paper?
Yeah. you can
Okay.
do a statement.
All right. Let me go grab a statement
Okay.
form, and I'll let you fill that out. And then I know you want to get out of here, so
Okay.
we'll do that. That way, we just kind of lock everything in
Okay.
for today. So
Sounds good.
Following protocol, the detective asked her to perform voluntary field sobriety tests. She refused. He then asked for a preliminary breath test. She refused that too. Both refusals were legal, but they meant investigators could not rule out impairment. According to her, the motorcycle came out of nowhere, but as questioning continued, her story began to shift.
here is the statement forms. Once I got here, you're probably gonna need a clipboard or something, aren't you?
My own pen.
Yeah. No, you're
I'll
good.
just write it on the hood if that's okay.
I'll have you stay away from the vehicle.
Okay.
Let me grab you a clipboard. That's my bad. Okay.
Thank you.
Any questions for me at this point?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Thank you for completing that for me. I'll just read through it real quick. Before I read it, I don't know that this was ever clarified. You're in the turn lane. You're turning. Was there any other traffic coming?
So there was a car behind him. I thought it was a car with a headlight out. It was coming this way. Like I say, it was right at that white sign. So it's kind of my gauge on when I turn. But I was slowing, and then saw there was a car there, turned, and then just literally out of nowhere just ran inside of me.
Okay. So there was a car in front.
No, behind him.
Behind him.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Do
I
you know
could
how
see,
far?
Kind of hard to. I would probably say maybe 50 feet behind him, because I could see two headlights on that one on this one. They were at the white light, or the white sign, sorry. And then when I saw that, I was like, there's a row of cars coming. One's got a headlight out, so they probably can't see well, so maybe they're driving slower or whatever. But yeah, once I saw they were only at the white sign, I was like, I got time to turn.
Okay.
And as soon as I turned, it was
Okay.
boom right in the...
Okay. Okay.
Just as I almost completed my turn.
Okay. Okay. So you're almost finished with your turn.
I looked and saw one light, and I was like, we're past the white sign. I'm good to turn. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how fast they were going or what, but it definitely
Okay.
wasn't like it wasn't like I was trying to squeak in
Sure,
at all.
okay.
There was plenty of room.
You thought you had plenty of time, not that
Oh,
you
yeah.
had to gun it or anything.
No,
to make
no,
it
not
through.
at all. I was slowing here, and then maybe 20 miles an hour when I made the turn.
Okay. So you slowed down to 20 and then...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I go left here, so it's... You gotta stop the lights, or at this time... I won't stop, but at least a rolling slow down, I mean, you're not gonna make that hard turn.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
But, yeah, no, they were past the white sign when I initiated my turn.
Okay, past the white sign.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say pass, you mean on that side of it or on this side of it?
At least at it. So,
Okay.
yeah, I always use it as my, like, kind of turning point.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I would love to rule out impairment, but without the fields, it is hard to rule that out. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's voluntary. I won't ask you again, but there may always be that question
Yeah,
down the road.
I just rather not.
Okay.
Yeah, I know how it goes too. So
Yeah. What do you mean? You know how it goes?
Even if there's like a little, if I had a glass on earlier or something like that, I just don't want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, I definitely don't feel impaired. I don't feel like there was impairment as an issue.
Did you have a glass of wine earlier?
I'm not gonna answer it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You just mentioned like if. So
If I would have, or had, but there was a few people that stopped. I think the car that was behind him had stopped, and I started CPR, and everybody was standing around asking if I need gloves or something. I was like, it's not necessary right now. I'm just trying to...
Okay. I'm just gonna we're just kind of in a holding pattern right now, so.
She gave inconsistent estimates of distance and claimed she was nearly through her turn, while physical evidence suggested she was only just starting it. Her speech didn't improve, and when asked directly if she had been drinking, she refused to answer. At that point, the situation escalated.
I think she has something on board.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Is there
we have to.
is there going to be enough to
I-
get a search warrant?
So yeah, I'll write it.
What changed?
So I was just studying her. She got a couple misspelled words on here. She estimated the distance between the guy on the motorcycle and her to be 100 feet, which that's way more than 100. That's 500. She said she was almost through her turn when clearly she was at the very beginning of her turn. Her eyes are a little bit glassy, a little bit.
Would those
But-
lights be?
But could be, but we got to err on the side of caution.
Okay.
I do not have a great sense of smell, but I think I smelled a little bit of odor of alcohol, enough for me to say. And then I told her, I'm like, hey, we just want to rule out impairment. And by you not doing it, I'm like, I'm not going to ask you again, but I'm like, we can't rule it out. And she's like, yeah, well, if I would have had a glass of wine earlier, I know how this goes. And I said, did you have a glass of wine earlier? And she said, I'm not going to answer that. So
Okay.
I think with everything, we have to. I mean,
Okay.
I will write the search warrant. All right. So like I said, we were really trying to rule alcohol out. I'm not convinced that alcohol wasn't a factor. So right now you are under arrest. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and put your hand behind your back. So we will be doing a search warrant for blood. Okay. That way there will be no questions.
Investigators decided to seek a warrant for a blood draw. Shortly after, Sarah Clasen was placed under arrest for suspicion of DUI. She was transported for medical clearance, and her blood was drawn at approximately 1:16 a.m., more than 4 hours after the crash. Toxicology results later showed her blood alcohol concentration was around 0.17%, more than double Washington state's legal limit. She was booked into jail, later released on her own recognizance, and placed on administrative leave. Jhoser Sanchez's family has since filed a wrongful death lawsuit, and the Richland community has demanded accountability. As of September 5, 2025, this case has taken a major turn. Prosecutors have formally charged Washington State Patrol Trooper Sarah Clasen with vehicular homicide while under the influence for the death of 20-year-old Jhoser Sanchez. The case is being handled by the Spokane County Prosecutor's Office to avoid conflicts of interest, and Clasen is scheduled to be arraigned on September 24th. She will not be held in jail before entering her plea. More than 6 months after the crash, charges are finally on the table. But for the Sanchez family and the Richland community, the fight for justice is far from over. What do you think? Was this accountability delayed, or was this case handled the right way? Let us know in the comments. If you want more real body cam cases and updates like this, make sure to subscribe, like, and share.